This video is brought to you by Peage's All Effects Packs. Hey, if you don't check it out, I'm not sure if we can be friends anymore. This is a video that I am recording for somebody who is much smarter than me that can imagine possibilities I cannot. If you've used Fusion, you are familiar with this guy right here. Look at this guy, the media out node. So why in the world would I ever need to add another one? Why? Why would I need a media out 1 and a media out 2? I mean, you could even go in and add a third media out. Why though? Why? Well, I am not a media out expert. I'm not even a DaVinci Resolve expert, but I don't know if I've ever really seen a lot of people talk about this function. So if you have more knowledge than me, please elaborate on different ways to use this. Because the answer to the question, why use more than one media out, is a little bit weird because it doesn't lie in the Fusion page. Let me show you what I mean. Now, when I click on our first media out node here, you'll see in the inspector tab, the only properties that we have are the index and the color grade, which is a new option that allows you to preview any color grade that you have on the clip. Because when we're inside Fusion, we can't preview what's happening on the color page. Well, this index variable actually does mean something. It's not just a random placeholder. When I click on the media out 2 node, so our second media out, you can see it has an index of 1, which means our starting index variable starts at 0. So we go 0, 1, 2, 3. It's not 1, 2, 3. Now, watch what we can do. If I connect our text node to the media out 2 node here, when I toggle back to the edit page, we are still going to see the merge text and background because it's being sent to the first media out node. Perfect, right there. However, if I were to go back into Fusion and change the media out 2 node index to 0 and change the media out 1 index here to 1, now when I go back to the edit page, because I've swapped the index, we are going to see just the text here. See that? Oh, okay. So now maybe your hamster wheels are starting to turn, and let me show you where this actually becomes very powerful and very cool. If I go back into Fusion and I'm going to reset our indexes, right? So I'm going to reset it so that our media out 2 has an index of 1 and our media out 1 has an index of 0. Right now, I'm just previewing the media out 2 node. Let me preview this first node. And again, the only things we have here are a background and a text. Where this becomes powerful is when we are using Fusion. Sometimes we're working with compositions where we need objects to interact with each other. But when we go to the edit page and then go to the color page, there are instances where we want to be able to grade or correct a part of the composition without it affecting others. So for instance, if I wanted to apply a change to the blue background, but not the text, well, as is, I cannot do that because they are all linked to one media out node. But we can right click in our color page and add a new source. And this second source, as it previews, is going to read in our second media out because it's looking for a second input. So what I can actually do, remember that in this Fusion comp, I have the text fed to our media out 2 node. If I go back to the color page, I can feed the information from our text node into the transparency or the alpha input of this node here. And if I start changing the offset, see how the white stays completely the same? That is because we're masking out the text. So stay with me now. Let's do a real practical example. In this footage, I have text tracked to me. Now, if I were to go to the color page and try to do some adjustments, mind you, this is an extreme example, but you can see that the white portions of our text are also turning this nice orange. So again, what we can do is this. In the Fusion page, add in another media out. And now from here, there's a few ways that we could approach this. One of those options would be, and this would probably be the simplest if you have a simple Fusion composition, is to just make a duplicate here and then change your tracker from foreground over background to just foreground only. And now you've got a separate copy of the text floating here. Quick interruption from editor Brandon editing this video. That little bit might have been a bit confusing. All I was trying to say there is that instead of going through the hassle of doing another media out node, for simple compositions, you can normally split it up into 2 layers and then you just color grade the bottom layer. But for the purpose of this example, I felt like it was good to use tracked footage because the text tracking depends on the footage itself. I don't know. I hope that makes sense. Let's hop back into the example. Or what you can do is unconnect the tracker, make a separate loop where we're feeding in our original footage into the tracker, add the text, connect up top here, feed that to the media out. So now we have two branches. We have our original media out and then our media out 2, where we have the text. I want to get rid of the background, so I'll go to the tracker 1 and change the operation from match move foreground over background to just foreground. So now we have just the text as it moves. So now what we can do on the color page is add our new source, add in a new corrector node, feed the source into that corrector node. And now if I were to bring the output of this to the main output, you'll see we have our text. Look at that, ready to go, all tracked. So how do we combine them? Well, what we can do is right click, add a new node, and we can either use, I think you can use the parallel mixer, but I'm gonna use the layer mixer to mix our 2 layers. Go green to top green, bottom green, output. And now we have our text, but we've got the solid black background. Well, all we need to do is feed our source into the alpha input here so that we trim our transparency, and would you look at that? Now we have our text and our footage split separately. So if I were to make changes on one, it does not affect the other. Very cool, very powerful stuff. Now, I do feel like the media out node is originally intended to be used in the 3D space. I can see a world where you pass in certain passes and certain renderer nodes to different media out nodes to do things on the color page that you need to. I'm not 100% sure. I just don't see a lot of people talking about it. So yeah, let me know if you guys can think of some other applications for this, because I am genuinely curious. And before you head out, be sure to check out Peach's All Effects pack. What he's done is pretty incredible. He's brought over the power of After Effects into DaVinci Resolve. Go give it a gander, and you can use code WAMPUS for a discount at checkout.